We'll do a pretty decent nada where I am. Yeah, I had those and they were pretty good, and they were only like, what are they, 35, 45 cents, 40 cents? I don't know, they're cheap. It's a good little fuel while you're cycling. A little bit of carbs, a little bit of sugar, and off you go. Siren Rose Vixen with the Prime, thank you very much. Welcome to the Twitch Bikers. Appreciate that. Vixen. Okay, go back in there. In the bag. There you go. Good. Alright, just gonna put my mask back on. It's usually a bin right by the front door. Get rid of my old water bottle. And so there is. Why does this keep coming loose? Okay. Why couldn't that car take the other space? Which one? Like, I'm in front of a handicap space. I'm not blocking it or anything, but... Alright, that's charging. Cool, I think we're good to go. I'll drink my chocolate milk shortly. I'm just gonna get somewhere more aesthetically pleasing than a grocery store. I'll put the phone away. Okay. We got a raid from Reb's Adventures. Hey, Reb's Adventures, thanks for the raid. And welcome to Hitch. We're currently doing a long distance cycle tour through Portugal and Spain, currently in southern Spain, in a town that I do not know the name of. Let's go to the beach. I'm gonna drink some chocolate milk. So I went for breakfast. I decided to try what Eggs Benedict was like in Spain. I learned that Eggs Benedict in Spain is not particularly good. At least this example of Eggs Benedict. I don't know if I'll down the whole liter. We'll just do like a little bit. Half of it. 500 mils of chocolate milk. Power through for a bit. Have the other half. Was that the Japan raid that was foretold? Meat Snacks with a gift sub to Reb's Adventure. Meat Snacks, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Reb's Adventures, welcome to the Twitch Bikers. So, what was that, a Japan stream? From Reb's Adventures? All right, somewhere up here, I'm just going to lean the bike. Drink a little chocolate milk, and then we'll get some more miles down. Today's a really good day to pick up some decent distance. Winds are favorable, conditions are pleasant, so I don't want to take any big breaks for a little while here. Whatever. It's fine. We'll spin her around, because actually it's kind of more to see facing this way. Says people in your coats. It's quite windy. Like, I'm gonna get cold just sitting here if I'm here for more than, I don't know, a few minutes. So we're just gonna down some chocolate milk. Every time I go to these places and I get like chocolate milk like this, it's all shelf stable, like whatever. Just, what's the expiration date? 2022 sometime. I always look to see if there's fresh milk, but there's never fresh chocolate milk. Then we can do 100 kilometers today. Where are we at? 1240. Swaggy, how much have we done today? If you're here. Potentially. Like, this wind's decent, and it's going about that direction, so it's crosswind, a little bit of tailwind depending on our direction. Yeah. Alright, let's not lose this cap. Wind's gonna want to blow it away. Just fold it up and put it under a strap. There we go. 29K, 70K, and it's 1240. It's totally possible. Ooh, the lid wants to fly away too. fucking failed. Well, I only kind of want to drink half of this. But I'm already like 2/3 through it, so I'll probably just finish it. New cable's working so far. I'm still on the old ones because it was still kind of working. It only messed up a bit. I'm trying to conserve my cables, so I haven't swapped them over. Just what was happening yesterday is I was on my last set of cables, and if that one failed, then I'd be out of cables, so the stream would not be working very well. Sorry, I'm putting this in a bin. So now I have cables actually at the ready to be swapped over for when this one fails, which it almost inevitably will. So that's just how this goes. But yeah, all right, we're ready to get back on the road. Just a quick fuel up. A little chocolate milk, always good. Also ordered from Amazon. Well, now I have 2 spare cables, so I don't necessarily feel the need to, although I do. Oh, no, I don't need those. I don't need to order those online. I should be able to find them in the store. I need some USB-C to USB-C cables, because I actually can't charge all my batteries at once. God, I just want to stay on there, but I'm not supposed to ride my bike on there. Supposed to be on the road. What is my maps telling me to do? Oh, I gotta go back and up and over to cross the bridge. Okay. Broke a lot of cables on this trip. Like, historically, I didn't have much problems with USB-C cables, but lately I've been breaking a lot of USB-C cables. Both USB-A to C and USB-C to C cables have been failing me like quite frequently. Because USB-C was a huge upgrade from micro USB. Ooh, let's do a whoop. Nice. Oh, that van's in the way of this one. Oh. But still, it is just breaking like crazy. Alright. I thought this person was gonna fly through. Ooh, wrong gear. You're staying in different B&Bs? No, if you want to see the types of places I stay, you can watch the VOD from this morning. I was just camped on a hillside. It's actually a really nice spot I got last night. Oh, there's a bike lane over there. Trevor. Alright, we're gonna cross over up here. Is it gonna end right at the end of this? It probably is. Yeah. Damn it, Spain. So useless. So now I just have to like loop back around, go around a roundabout. Wait, how do I go that way? I don't, apparently. Can't turn left. I can't go that way. So we gotta go on the side road for a little bit, which is probably honestly more enjoyable than being on the main road. Not that it's particularly busy. I try so hard to use the cycling infrastructure. And Spain's just like, okay, we'll give you just a taste of it here and there in particularly random spots. So I have to like go out of my way to seek them out, and then they just cut it off in like 3 seconds. Your chocolate milk? I did. I already drank it. A bit of a digestion process. The first like 15 minutes after drinking a liter of chocolate milk, it's like the stomach gets a little concerned. It's like, whoa, there. What did you just chuck inside of me? And then once it actually starts the digestion process, then it's like, okay, thank you very much. I needed that. Winter from Florida, cold here. What's it like in Florida right now, Cindy? What you got for temperature in Celsius or Fahrenheit? So I feel like Florida would be in a similar situation. Like cold for Florida isn't particularly cold for other places. Just like cold for southern Spain probably isn't really considered cold in many other places. Like people were saying it's 16 degrees and people are wearing jackets. And they're like, hey, how dare you wear a jacket? I'm in Canada and it's -5 and I just wear a light sweater. You do adapt to your environment, so it's totally a normal thing. $50 Fahrenheit. I was trying to do Celsius. Yeah, I know some temperatures in Fahrenheit, just as like a baseline kind of thing, but I don't actually know what 50 is. I know 32, that's 0. I know 70 is like room temperature, like 20, 21 or whatever, isn't it? We have now 0 in South Siberia. At Winterback, do you? Which part of South Siberia? I've been through there back in 2015. Celsius times 2 plus 30. You close enough? Isn't it like 9/5 plus 32? It's simple. Multiply by 9/5 and then add 32. room temperature IQ is an insult. You know, I've never heard that, but yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So enough. It's close enough. Yeah, no, I think that would get you ballpark for sure. I'm terrible at math. Well, no, I meant like, yeah, 9/5 plus 32 is not like the easiest mental math to do in your head. I know how to read Celsius because of my graphic cards over the years. They default to Celsius. There you go. But like, Canadians are really weird. We're officially metric. I know I say this fairly frequently, but it's like, my driver's license has my height in centimeters, my weight in kilos, but I don't even know my height in centimeters and my weight in kilos, even though it's listed on my license. Because everyone in Canada uses pounds for their weight and uses feet and inches for their height. A bit aggressive. Not too bad. Montreal's next stop. Really? The next major stop, I assume? Isn't that far? Bring it back to Canada? Yeah. Just as a specialty checked bag on the airline. Most airlines have a policy about bikes, like they'll allow them. It'll be a specialty sporting item usually. You have to pay an extra thing for it. It's like 70 Canadian dollars to bring it. It's like 50 euros, which I think is quite reasonable. It's a big box. You've been in Barcelona? I'm heading there, but I have been to Barcelona one time before, and I was there on stream. So I have seen some of the most major sites. What are you doing? Was she running or did she almost fall? I don't know what happened there. Anyway, this is great for cycling. I love this. Barcelona's a beautiful city, so that's gonna be a final destination on this trip. 1,000 kilometers and 50 kilometers a day. Next 20 days makes it 15th in the month. Yeah, like I don't tell people when I'm flying just for streaming reasons, but I have to do some decent distance a day if I want to get there in time. Now, if I don't get there in time, I can just like stop and get a train up or whatever. It'll be fine, but I'd like to see if I can make it. Sounds reasonable, especially if it doesn't break during the flight. Yeah, that's one thing, is you're never guaranteed the baggage handlers will treat the bike with care. So far I've been fine, but yeah, you just never know. Kilometers an hour is great. Yeah, we're making good time so far. This is a day where we could very much do like our biggest distance in a day because of the conditions. They're favorable in general. December 16th. Like, again, I'm not telling people when I'm finishing this trip, but that's in the ballpark of when I'd be leaving. Drafted the truck for a big slingshot move on the last lap. Yeah, here we go. This crosswalk is the finish line. Oh, the final stretch. Yeah. We made it. Don't get hit by a bus. Cyclist. All right. That's a very big America Kona motorcycle. But it's a Honda. So much quieter than a Harley. No! I wanted to pass you for like a fraction of a second just to make myself feel better. Cracks in the road. Hitch on a motorcycle? I'd like to do a motorcycle trip at some point. So either full bike or full motorcycle, no e-bike transition for touring. Like riding around town, I think an e-bike would be nice. What about in touring? I want to be under my own power or just on a full-on motorcycle. No in between. E-bikes range between charges. Some of them definitely are over 100 kilometers on charge, which means hey, you can totally tour on them. Now you're gonna probably have to do credit card touring, where you stay at like paid accommodation every night because you gotta recharge your battery, right? But yeah, you could tour. Is that a bike lane? I see red. Anyway. Live until December 14th, 16th. Again, I'm not selling when I'm finishing this trip. As Twitch history says that you shouldn't, so I'm not. But it's mid-December, I'm finishing. Going past Naria today? Yeah, I think that's like coming up here real soon, isn't it? It's like the next town or something, I think. Zulok with the 9-month resub. Thank you very much. Thank you, Zulok. Staying coastal all the way? I'd like to. As soon as we go inland, it's going to cool off a ton. And this is like still quite pleasant for cycling. Cools off a good chunk at night, but if we go inland, it'll be down into freezing temperatures. Gotta go by Torre del Mar? What is that? Why must I go there? Sand. Okay, so my shoulder just goes into this. So do I just go into this? Okay, like, sure. I'm like, oh, are we gonna have a nice little separated path for a while? 50 meters, which is usual. It's gonna have 80k people watching you live. I don't think this channel has that amount of reach. It'd change the dynamic of it for sure. But who knows? It's a very slow burning stream, and I don't think it gets like the type of stream that gets the big numbers really. Like there isn't constant drama and action, and you know, it isn't a soap opera. Sure. This is such a beautiful coastline. I see he'll not be passing Granada. Most likely not. I talked to another cyclist that was just through there, and he was saying they were getting the freezing temps overnight. But yeah, I've heard really good things about it, but just probably to stick to this kind of climate, I'll be staying along the coast. Views I had in the stream. I think my most watched stream without a host was when I hitchhiked with Minami in Japan. I think it naturally had close to 3,000 at one point. Just like when we finished hitchhiking for the day and we went for dinner. Of course, everyone was shipping us, which is honestly for Twitch is to be expected. But it was a fun couple days. But like we've had, you know, hosts of 5,000 and stuff like that, so that boosts your viewer count up. That's kind of an artificial boost. Have you ever seen Mount Everest? No. Never been to the Himalayas. I'd like to go to base camp one day. I think that'd be cool. It's like a week-long hike. We have lots of days like this. There's a good chance. But if I have lots of slow days, then no. It really depends how fast I want to go. Because if I want to do bigger kilometer days, I'm going to be skipping things. Like I would just be passing through a ton of towns. Next city, is it Nerja? Nerja? We just entered it. This is it. I love like when you have the sea on one side and the mountains on the other. I just like that that combination. Just makes the landscape that much more beautiful and dramatic. Got a lot of mountain route with Sierra Nevada to the north. Well, that sounds nice. I wouldn't mind doing one mountain pass, just to kind of add it to a checklist of a long trip. Should climb one mountain. I don't know if my route will take me over a mountain though. It was already packed with snow. Yeah, people told me these mountains don't have any snow in them, but I bet if you went inland, you'd start seeing some. juicy in here. There's juices everywhere, man. QC is taking over Twitch. The Canadians have taken over. Alright. Let me just actually navigate here. Could maybe see if there's a bike shop. Yeah, there's some close by. Just up there. Okay, let's stop there. They close soon for lunch. So weird to me as a Canadian. Was it 2? I know, yeah. But it's only like a few hundred meters away. So we'll be alright. Okay. Don't hit me with your car. Thank you. Sarah, good, wait, what time is it there? You're not allowed to be awake, I don't think. Good morning nonetheless. 4 a.m. The heck, Sarah? The bike shop's just up here on the right. Oh, I see it. There's a party next door. Oh no. You know, the whole time I lived in the apartment, we never heard. We have an Airbnb next door to us. And they've always had very quiet Airbnb guests. But Sarah's been unlucky with some. Had like someone that was there for like a long time. Usually we just get people that are there for like a day or two. They had like a dog and they were there for like a week plus, and the dog just barked the entire time they weren't there. Should I just bring the box of my tubes? It's probably easiest, honestly. I don't have to try and tell them my tire size if they don't speak Spanish. I was scared, didn't get notified you were live? Oh, I'm live. Dang it, Twitch. Why aren't you notifying Sarah? Ow. There we go. Do you mean English? As they... Oh, did I say in case they don't speak Spanish? Yeah. Sometimes I don't speak English even very well. So, I don't think it should be surprising that my language skills in other countries is, well, lacking, to say the least. Maybe I should have tried the door before I did all this, because stores in Spain just, like, they might have actual hours, but they don't actually follow them all the time, or a lot of stores don't. Be fun if they didn't speak Spanish. Yeah, what a surprise. Alright, let's see. Right. Hola.
This is 35, 47.
Okay. Can I get dos?
Yeah.
Gracias.
This is 8.
8? Okay.
Gracias.
Alright, we're set. That's nice. What's an auto? What type of valve is that? Alright. But it's like, it's not a Presta, it's an auto. What does that mean? Hopefully my pump works with it. Because in North America, it's Schrader or Presta. Check before you leave, and maybe I should. I don't know that my pump has, is it switch or is it Presta only? Okay, let's see. That's a Schrader, is it not? I don't know if this... That's not gonna work, is it? I don't know if this one has a... If this one swaps, though. I just don't know if my pump switches. Your wheel is the more important? What? I don't know what my wheel takes. Won't fit through the rim hole if you're currently on Presta. I am on Presta. I think that's too wide, yeah. It does look pretty chonk. This valve looks the same now, it looks very different. I don't know, that might not work then. Stick the same valves you have. Yeah, it's just hard to find the stuff right now. Something like that. Okay, maybe this won't work. Schrader pump? No, this won't fit through my rim, I guess. Do a practice tube change? That's quite the process that I don't want to do. He did look at the just to look at it, but maybe he forgot for the Wheels are Presta Fricona? Yeah. Okay. I'll ask. I think I need the like Presta.
Presta, yes. Did you try? It's a little thin, but this is okay.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Same
this
size.
32 is okay.
Okay.
It's correct.
Okay. Gracias. I think they're a little small, but we'll just have to deal with them. Oops, let's push. Wait. 25 to 32. No, my tires are 40. Will a 32 tube actually fill up a 40 tire? This is the problem I had before. Still will probably work. See on the box of limits. It is, and it says 28 or 25 to 32. And my tires are 40. I'll work in a pinch. I've never tried a smaller tube than the tire. It'll be fine. It'll work. You've cycle in your name, so you sounded worth. I'm gonna Google it real quick. A 1.25 and a 1.5 is fine. Is 40 a 1.5? May fill quickly and unexpectedly. Is about 1.5? Okay, then we should be fine. They said, this is saying if you're within like one size, a quarter inch or whatever, it should be fine. But that's what I mean, it's really hard to find specific bike things. They have the right size tires with the wrong valves. When I was in Victoria looking for stuff before, I couldn't find the right size of tubes either. Apparently my size of tube is a hard thing to find right now. A lot of bike components are, but apparently I have the wrong size of tires as far as supply is concerned right now. We're fine. Maybe. Now, what I do have going for me is I am a professional hitchhiker. So I could always hitchhike my way out of problems. Mask? Yeah, I can take my mask off. Should see if he was the right one. Well, that's just what he had. He looked through a bunch of stuff. He found the right size before that because he was matching it to the box I brought in from what I actually have. And found the right size but the wrong thing, and then found the slightly small but the right valve. Should I hitchhike with a paper of my destination on my hand? It's a long journey, or just stand there? Any thoughts, chat and show? It's pretty situational. I think sometimes a sign certainly helps, and other times it probably doesn't do that much. If you're just hitchhiking town to town to town to town to town, a lot of time I don't use a sign. I don't think it's especially necessary. But like, let's say, I don't know, you're on the highway or like an on-ramp to the highway, and there's like a city a couple 100 kilometers from there. Like maybe a sign saying that city will just kind of help inspire someone like, oh, I'm going there, and then they'll give you a lift. But the times you really want signs are when you're like kind of like leaving a city and there's lots of different directions people could be turning and going. Then you kind of want one so people know where you're going before they have to decide to pull over for you or not. I need to get a different solution for this paracord lashing thing. This thing does not stay. Better, hopefully it stays. Pick any new HDMI cables? Yeah, we had viewer come by yesterday. Kingsman. and gave me 2 micro HDMI to HDMI cables, which was a huge help because they're hard to find in person. But he found 2 of them, 2 different lengths, a 1.5 meter and a 2 meter one. So between those 2, I should be set for a little bit here. For up the coast cycling, well, we're trying to get to Barcelona by the time I have to catch a flight home for Christmas. Okay, so we're doing a pretty good distance today, and we can still do quite a bit more. Let's set my nav to Motro, which is 42 kilometers. What type of roads do we got? So we go through this city. We'll be in the city for a little bit here. It's pretty big. Stay on N340, stay on N340. Wait. Does that turn into something else? It doesn't say N340 anymore. Anyway. I think he might have been closing up. It's lunchtime. Yeah, N340. N340, N340, N340. N340 forever. So far, I actually really like the N340. It's a good road. A7, no bueno. N340, it's good. So it's more on cables than tubes over a trip. Well, bike tubes are never a big expense. This was €8 for 2 of them. It's fine. Look at this, we actually got bike traffic. And there's a bike right behind me too. And a bike in front of this guy. All the bikes. I feel like this guy just knows what's up. I'm gonna follow him. Oh no, not the e-bike. The e-bike's coming in. What? Why'd you slow down? Where are they going? I don't want to go that way. sad. I lost my friends. Yeah, we never spoke a word together, but you know, I felt a camaraderie. So you guys can never see me riding. You guys see that guy running and he's like putting good work in. But he's doing the whole like to cool off. Full dog mode where you just tongue out, help with your evaporative cooling. You guys can't see me do that. I secretly have my tongue out half the time whenever I'm feeling warm. Any new yellow jerseys? No leaders. I should switch to my t-shirt. It's yellow. Driver open their door. Yeah, I me as well. That's why I don't really like the bike lanes that much in cities, where like you have parking, cars parked on the right, bike lane right here, lane of traffic there. So you're just like flying through the city, but you've just got all these parked cars here, and at any point someone can just throw their door open without checking first. Some of the most common injuries on a bike is getting doored. Where are you going? Barcelona. Just got another 1,000 kilometers to go or so. Cycling is a risk. Like, just everything is a risk. If you never took any risks, you'd never leave your home. But then, at the end of the day, we all end up in the same place. Just some faster than others. So you might as well live a little bit. Like, try to manage your risks where you can, but we got Leah some GG for the 4-month resub. Thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate it. Wearing a helmet, wearing a roll bubble wrap, sitting in front of my PC. There you go, perfect. Have you considered about the asphyxiation risk from the bubble wrap though? What happens if you fall asleep and slip inside of your bubble wrap armor? You're taking a great risk with that. I would suggest having a full-time live-in safety security officer with a pair of scissors ready to cut you out of your bubble wrap should you slip inside of it. Have all holes pre-cut. Oh, that's very nice. Some premium bubble wrap. Right, is it this one? Or is it the next one? They both said N340A. Just to think of it. I think this one works. Appears to. It's a cute town. Find another bike friend. How? Only I get to choose when I find them. They just show up. Oh, roundabout. That was a through road. It's a roundabout. All right. It's like we're between towns again. Just the open road. Oh yeah, we got a nice yield for cyclist sound. Also yield for deer. Look out for deer and cyclists, they're about the same. Could jump out at you at any point. Also just as tasty. Although I don't think I'd be that good for eating. Rather lean. Not much marbling. So the real killers? Well, I don't think they have them here, so you don't have to watch out for moose when they don't exist, which is nice. So I can get electric bike if she's concerned about keeping up. No, that's not really her concern, I don't think. I think she just wants me to be in control of it. That's why she wants to do the tandem. Oops. I could see us getting a little choppy on the network. Like, we're right next to cell tower here, but this is the type of terrain that gets pretty bad. This very rocky, rural area. Hold on. You know, cell tower could be someone else's cell tower. Moose don't exist. Well, they don't exist in southern Spain. At least not that I know of. Alright, look out for rocks falling on you. Alright, it's good to know. Don't get hit by a falling rock. Oh yeah. Nice. Did I miss a raid? Give me a second. Let me just get down this hill, then we'll... I'll acknowledge this. Is it Rob? Rob, you've been raiding me all over. I appreciate it. Oh, there's some deer. Or is that deer? What was that? Well, if the network holds up, you came at a beautiful time. Going along the coast of southern Spain. This infrastructure. Oh, this headwind though. Oh, it's putting the brakes on. Usually we've actually had good wind today, but this is not a good wind all of a sudden. Okay, so, all right, I'm slowed down. I can do this. So is Rob with the raid? Thank you very much. You've been raiding me all over. I do appreciate it, Rob. Hope you had a good stream. And I never get to return the favor because of time zones. Like when I finish my streams, Rob's not on. What's up with this? What was Rob up to? Did he eat a burger in, wait, how many seconds can you eat a burger in? Isn't it like something obscene? Like 30 seconds or something? Like, I can eat a lot. Cycling just gives me a huge appetite, but I can't eat that fast. Camera mic fixing mission. Ooh. What mic does Rob use? Was the mic the problem, or was the input on the camera the problem? If he's using the Sony action cameras, like everyone uses to stream from, I had one of them. One of my Sony action cameras, the actual input just broke. So now no matter what you plug in, it just doesn't work. .38, the mic inside the Sony cam. If he figures out how to fix that, I would love to know, because I have a camera that works great, except for the mic input's broken. Wait, the built-in mic is broken. Oh, does he just run the internal mic on the Sony cameras? That's interesting. Pushing on the front where the camera is fixed. The sound say fix it later. Oh, interesting. I didn't know he ran the internal mic. If I ran the internal mic with the third person camera back there, you wouldn't really hear me at all, and you just hear like things clanking around on the bike. Does anyone know how to fix the actual like audio input on a camera? So whenever you plug any mic into my other Sony action camera, you just get horrible static. You know what? We got some new viewers. I can show you what we're dealing with. For like view back from where we came from. Alright, so here's looking back west along, we're now in the Mediterranean. Well, it's also called what is it? Something Sea? There's another name, but it's part of the Mediterranean. But yeah, we've had lots of views like this as we've gone along the south of Spain. It's been quite idyllic. That's a word, right? Totally a word. So just back there, we passed Nuria, I think. That's probably pronounced horribly, but you know, it's close enough. Nerja, and then we're continuing that way to Moral or something. I don't know. We got Die Death with the gifted sub to Groin Shot. I usually give the butt shot, but the groin shot is an uncommon one. I think I accidentally gave you the groin shot while I was squatting earlier today. So I was cycling through my cameras on a cell phone stream when we were packing up my tent. But the groin shot's less common. We usually do the butt shot. Motril, that's the one. Yes, and Alboran Sea, that's also the one. That's what this sea is, which is in the Mediterranean. Okay. Because if you're new to the stream, I usually camp out most nights. I just sleep in a bush somewhere. Last night I actually found a really nice spot, just kind of up on a hill about this high over the Alboran Sea, and overlooking Malaga? Is that it? Is that the last city? It was a good spot. And we caught the sunrise this morning as well, so if you want to see that, you go to the videos tab and go to today's VOD, and you can see that. Or, oh wait, doesn't Twitch just let you scroll back now? They finally, like, made the UI kind of nice, so you could, like, go back within a stream to see what happened in the past. In browser, at least. Not on mobile. Anyway, I'm gonna have a little water and then we're gonna continue on. Ooh, let's not roll the bike off this cliff, because that would be sad. Okay, I think we're back. Sorry, my microphone died. I thought it was the receiver, but it was too bright. I couldn't see it, so I thought the receiver died. But it was my microphone. Correct? Yes, microphone is on and charging. We're receiving audio input according to the lines that go up and down when you talk. The audio levels. That's the right word, maybe. All right. Audio's back. Wonderful. We also got Snot Garden. What a wonderful name. With the gifted sub to Nox. There you go. Sub to Nox. Welcome to the Twitch Bikers. But Snot Garden. Thank you for the gift sub. It's a very visceral name. All right, now I'm attached to my bike because I gotta charge this microphone. Anyway, we're gonna continue riding. That way. along this windy, rocky. Oh god. Okay. Ooh, I turned my flashlight on. How exciting is that? All right. I don't need you right now, that flashlight. All right. Cool. How much does your bike weigh, and was it plus equipment? The bike is just over 30 pounds, like 13 kilos. Just the bike. And then the gear, we were estimating it was like 60 pounds, but it's probably a bit more than that. The whole thing's probably about 100 pounds, 40 some odd kilos. All said and done. Anyway, let's carry on. Now that that was a good time to stop, you know? I was already stopped, the microphone died, but, you know, we had already stopped. Easy fix. Wait for a gap. I was in a gear. All right, we're good. All right, we're fine. You know, I've met some people that have toured on like a fixed gear bike, and I don't know how you can do it. That's just crazy. Big climbs on a fixie? Nope. Oops. Very rocky. Most beaches on this area have rounded pebbles to stand. Yeah, well, yeah, you're not going to get sandy. I'm not a huge fan of sand. I do complain about it frequently. It just gets everywhere. It gets in all your gear. It's in all my clothes. You camp in it, and it's just covered in it. Like, everything is covered with sand. Because when it's dewy overnight, and then your thing's wet, and then when you pack up in the morning, inevitably sand just gets on everything. And then one time my tires were just like, I was rolling through the sand, and the sand clung to my tires and then chucked all the sand into my disc brakes and the brake pads, and like just rolling made this horrible crunching sound. It's just like, everything is just full of sand. It's the worst. I bet you can camp along some of these little pullouts. Oops. Okay, I might pull off up here because I just want to see. It's just Anakin. Yeah, youngins better stay away from me. As we've looked back, we were just a little pull out and look back, but let's look forward. Fly got out of my nostril. Nice, there's like a little like castle-y thing. Tower just up there on the right. A lever on hitch left handlebar at the bottom. It's bar end shifters. It's how I shift my bike. These guys down here. It's very old school. But a lot of touring bikes still have them because they're easier to fix. And they're reliable. Everything on touring bikes is generally like pretty outdated. They don't adopt new technology fast. They like to keep what they know works. They've only recently started adding like disc brakes to touring bikes regularly. I don't think we're gonna go down there, but somebody'd have to head back up. But it's pretty nice. Check your tip jar. Oh, let me check my tip jar. Holy, yeah, I did miss that. I'm sorry. Dugan with the big $50 donation. Happy Thanksgiving to anyone celebrating the holiday. And here's towards a hitchhiker cycling through Spain at dinner. All right, let's try to find somewhere good for dinner then. Dugan Street Dugan. Thank you very much for the $50 donation. And everything else. Been a huge supporter of the stream. I do really appreciate it. Can we get some dings in chat for Dugan there? I'll have to fuel up like fairly soon. I've got some donuts and some other pastries holstered and ready to go, which is great cycling fuel. But for dinner, we'll try and find something a bit better. Well, donuts are great, right? It's sugar and carbs, exactly what the body wants when you're cycling. Ooh, got a good climb here, I think. All right, let's go with this. That. I'm gonna have to unzip my collar. This will be a sweaty boy. Oh, there's some good dings. Thanks, guys. You can see the actual new road with its fancy bridge and infrastructure. We're on the old road. Which goes up and down and winds around. But it's much prettier, if I do say so. Ooh, attention motorists. En los últimos 5 años, 6 victimas. It says they have helicopters patrolling and drones patrolling. Is that right? I really want to take my pants off. I'm wearing merino wool base layers under my shorts. And it's just a little bit much. Might find a spot to pull out and pull off those pants. Alright, I'll keep the speed limit in mind. We'll try and keep it under 70. I don't know where our cell towers are, but this is the type of geography, topography, whatever the right ography word is, that would usually be really good at blocking the cell network. Nice weather beats our Melbourne for today. Good day. How's it? What do you got in Melbourne, Australia today? Do you like that city? Might be my favorite of the Australian cities I've been to. Rain and rain. Yeah, I'll take this. It's not that much warmer, but I got that nice blue sky. I think a cycling trip in Australia would be fun. Couldn't stream, like, we could do a decent stream most of the eastern seaboard. Like, I streamed hitchhiking from Melbourne to Brisbane and a little bit further. And if you have any service with Telstra, it's fast enough to stream off of. And generally it's pretty decent. And you've got a whole lot of beautiful coastline where you camp up behind it pretty easily. Quite a long uphill drag on Google Maps. Yeah, let's see how far. Done a little bit of uphill. Let's see how far it goes. Is that just someone's house? By the castle-y thing? Man, you got a nice spot. It's flat-ish here for a bit. I could just see it being a lot of ups and downs. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a nice beach down there. Tempting. I've yet to swim in the ocean or sea on this trip. Australia was too recent. What, our last trip in Australia? When was that? 2019? It's been a while. I wouldn't be allowed to go to Australia right now, I assume, but past near it? Yeah. We are past. Stopped there, got some bike tubes. Very tempted to switch to the yellow shirt. It's quite warm. All right, we're climbing again. I'm gonna check the battery on my router pretty soon. We started the stream early. Driving a Ferrari on the road. Yeah, this will be a fun road. In a nice car or on a motorbike. Lots of up and down, lots of windy turns, some beautiful views. But yeah, there's really not many people on this road. All of a sudden, big crosswind. Get some charging on my batteries today. Oops. Sometimes I'm just not paying attention and I run over the reflectors on the road. Had lunch. You know what? Okay, next scenic vista. I'm gonna pull over, eat some of my pastries and have my lunch. There's a restaurant here, or a cafe or whatever. But don't think we'll go there. Wait, am I leaving the coast now? What is going on? Moto Rock Bar. Ah. Yeah, I turn like left up here. Where am I going? What is this infrastructure? Big tunnel through a mountain up here? Do I go through a tunnel through a mountain? Why do I keep hitting that? Trevor. Well, let's just see where... I just gotta see what we're working with here. Do I go through a mountain?